Is it okay?
Yeah.
Not too far up.
You can imagine yourself on your bike.
Yeah. So then we can go up where he goes. And it's fun because Gaston can see his toes moving.
Yeah, sometimes they.
See how it's
move your
moving?
toes. That's great.
I don't feel it.
This guy had chemo, lost all his hair, and grew back hardly grey.
He's going to be 70. Well, if he gets 70, but...
We were a part of his dying, a part of his death. We didn't feel as helpless about it. It wasn't like something that was happening to us. It was something that was an experience that we were sharing as a family.
I feel like we lived his dying along with him. It felt like childbirth, and how you coach somebody through childbirth, and I was there for him, and I have no regrets.
He brought us together to face death, to not be afraid of it, and to celebrate the life, his life, our lives.
Everybody just faced that he was dying and didn't think of it as like a thing to be afraid of or something, and they all got involved to make him go as peacefully as possible. I think it's a really good way to go, to have all that attention and touch.
So I taught Miriam and Dominique how to work underneath the shoulders from Gaston being on his back. So they've got their...
He really appreciated it, and it keeps you connected, I guess, to Gaston or Grandpapa's body. It kept my mom and Miriam connected to his body throughout the whole time.
If I hadn't had the experience with him of being able to massage him, I would have had such a harder time going through the letting go, because there would have been so many regrets, you know, of not having had healed that relationship.
I know that my mom hadn't been always very close to him, but she said that it really helped to do the massage and stuff to help her like feel close to him before he died, and she was really thankful for that.
All that kind of thing of compressing the trunk helps the digestive system.
Which is lessened a little bit, though we can't press too much
Right.
into that area because of the tumor.
These daughters of yours, they're very unique. Yeah, they're angels with very strong wings.
We are into the 5th month that he's completely paralyzed in bed on his back. 5 months.
With no tissue breakdown.
The tumor, the growth, but we rubbed the oil, the massage oils on it to keep the skin supple and keep it stretching and over. And I mean, the tumor was monstrous. So I mean, just the fact that it didn't burst is pretty.
But I'm aware that, you know, like I keep thinking, everybody should be able to do that. You know, die at home, surrounded by your family who is looking after you.
If you want, Christine, we could show the tumor on the
Okay,
on the right-hand side.
okay. We'll take a pause in your arm massage and do that, and you can. And do you want to show where it goes?
Where
you
the
can
tumor
feel it?
is.
Okay, but we're gonna have to bend.
How long I'll be able
Yeah,
to.
that's okay. That's how you're doing it now.
Yeah, with the draw sheet.
Oh, okay.
You have them?
I've got him. Yeah.
Pressures. So you can see it's starting to work its way through.
That's good, Papa. You don't have to pull.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
I do.
Definitely the massage on my father's tumor site was crucial. Every day we did it religiously, and we watched his skin become like rice paper, so translucent, and at some point it looked like it was going to start coming through because it was so huge, and you know, there would be time to turn him over and I'd look and it hadn't come through.
How are you doing, Papa?
Well,
You
just
ready?
about
Ready to
go?
turn back?
as
Yeah.
much as I can.
Okay,
Okay.
you got it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start doing that, Miriam. I wasn't.
Great support,
Yeah,
guys.
that's good.
Thanks, Gaston.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people, when they're sick, people don't touch them and people kind of back away from them. It was cool that they could connect with him as he was going through the process, as the tumor was growing and stuff.
Because the tumor's on this side too, sometimes I don't go down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Felt that.
But Miriam has lightened up and Dominique has gotten firmer.
Is that right?
Yes, since last summer.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I do what
Will you go ahead and show Papa?
Miriam was doing.
Oh.
And I put quite a bit of pressure.
Do you ever feel that? Like, do you ever feel it? Like as a pain?
No, I don't feel that as a pain. I just feel it as
Pressure?
As pressure.
It wasn't so much about stopping the death. It was more about aligning things so that he could die the way he wanted. I'm so glad that we kept him at home. It's very empowering as a family.
With the cousins, like Gabrielle and Justin and Nicholas, they were so young and they didn't live here, so they probably didn't know Grandpa as well. But they still were able to connect with him before he died.
You can evolve from very young to old. Like everyone can be involved even in a tiny bit if they're not so comfortable with touching. Even just being there and seeing it happen and seeing the connection and seeing how much the person enjoys it.
Grandmama doesn't like being massaged very much herself, which is why I was surprised to see a picture of her massaging Grandpapa. That's cool, because she's never been really into it, I don't think.
I was one of the very, don't touch me, I'm fine, thank you, don't touch me. But with the situation with Gaston, it opened the whole world of the importance of massage for me. I'm a convert.
When someone's dying, you want to say just so much to them. You want to make a connection. It's hard with words to make the connection. So it's nice that they can touch him. Just energetically connect with them and you don't need words.
He died in the way that he lived. He wanted us to celebrate. We did. And he was in control, and he had taken care of all the details of the funeral and his whole passing.
Watching him on what you had recorded, it was obvious that he wanted it to be of use. Before watching it, the instinctive reaction, and especially Miriam, was to be very protective of everything that had happened, and it's going to be seen, and how are you going to control it? It's going to be out there, but definitely he would want it. That's what it felt so strongly. Don't you dare say no. He would want it.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a kiss.
I'm going to put the railing down. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. That was a treat.
You're the truth, Gaston.